Ever since January 28th, we've had so much information come out for WWE 2K25. The anticipation and hype continues to build up, but today has been a slow news day. It has. We've only seen a brand new Tiffany Strand screenshot, and I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect time for us to kind of gather ourselves, look at everything, and list some of the things that we're enjoying that's joining 2K25. Even if it was previously shown in 2K24 or 2K19, it doesn't matter where they got the inspiration from. You can list it, so put it in the comment section. I want to read your comments and see how you feel about all this information. All right, that was creepy. New paybacks. We got new paybacks coming this year, and I want to talk about that here shortly. But let's get onto this year. We got Solo Sikoa reacting to Roman Reigns tossing him back. We got Roman Reigns getting ready to launch Solo Sikoa. I love the facial expressions. They brought this in 2K24 and they've expanded on it based on the gameplay and some of the trailers that we've seen. I feel like we got some new animations to look forward to. Even that first-person camera in the showcase. Kudos to WWE 2K for putting these new angles to enjoy even more expressions more than before. That has me excited more than you could imagine, because we've had issues with superstars selling their moves, right? They don't always sell the move like we would want them to. So this is a good start. Once we get away from last gen and we go full current and next, I think they're going to apply that pro tech that they have with NBA 2K, where they use instant replays or just highlights from real life to capture footage into animations. That's going to be a difference maker. So if we already have facial expressions in place, I can only imagine how that's going to be when we have those new animations come into play. But speaking of new animations and gameplay, how about this? The destructible weapons. I love that we have this bracket with the steel steps. You got Nia Jax throwing Io Sky. She's ready to throw her and drop everything. I love how you can do that ringside with the Prime Station as well. I think destructible weapons is a win. And if they can apply this into other areas of the game going forward with the barricade, we already see that Hell in the Cell style cage back by where the tombstone is and the RIP area is for the Undertaker. That WWE Archive Center is insane. So I don't care what anyone says. That backstage brawl area is a 10 out of 10 from me at the very least. But yeah, once they expand on this and they add even more, like maybe, I don't know, maybe we get some more weapons through the updates like they did last year. But, just this being the beginning of this idea, I'm looking forward to it, man. I really, really am. So next up, we have the island, and this is just a fraction of what the island is going to be, right? We see the advertisement, the blue arrow was pointing towards the attires of certain superstars. You know that they're going to have some sort of store for you to walk in, swag out your character. So I want to see what else they have, not just the swagging out your character element. How are we going to grind? Are they going to have stories? Are the servers really going to be better? That's all the questions that I have that I want to know more of. And I know you guys are like, no, I don't want more island info. I want more universe info. I know. I'm excited for the universe mode too, and I'll get into that here shortly. But the island is something that piques my interest because I've always enjoyed free roaming backstage and in different areas like they had in the SmackDown series. So bringing this into 2K25 with a different spin to it can be exciting, and I'm hopeful, man. I'm forever hopeful. So now I want to talk about this real quick. You already saw The Rock getting choked out here by Undertaker. Look at his expression there. It looks crazy. But here we got The Rock beating down Cody Rhodes, man. This showcase is going to have the WrestleMania 40 match and so many other Bloodline matches that I want to see Paul Heyman narrate and give his opinion. But more importantly, we don't have the slingshot. Yeah, slingshot. I'm not going to edit this. It's the slingshot tech that's out, and we have these new in-game animations with the cutscenes, and we're gonna have some real-time quick time events to play it out as well. Wow. Thank you 2K for finally taking, the feedback and applying it to Showcase, because I feel like even though I didn't hate the slingshot, This is going to make it a much better experience for everyone, and I'm all for it. So up next, we got the Raw NXT Underground, whatever you want to call it. I just like calling it the Raw Underground because that's where it started. I like that they added this into this year's game. I think it's probably because of the island, and I've mentioned to you guys that before, but I really do believe that this Underground match, when you're able to customize and maybe add or take away some features, it's going to be even more fun than the base version that we saw them play out. I love how the crowd moves out the way. You could throw them outside the ring, throw them towards the freaking corner of the turnbuckle. Well, the turnbuckle's not there, but the ring post is. So you're able to throw them there, grab them, and use the table outside. That looks like a lot of fun to me, man. So I want to see what else we can do in those underground matches if they're going to allow us to customize and create our own match. But you know, let's see how it plays into the My Rice story too, because they always bring in these new match types, and the My Rice takes it to the next level with some storytelling elements. So yes, thank you, 2K. But speaking of stories and universe, we have promos back coming this year. Now, I know this was in previous 2Ks. Promos were done by Ukes and THQ. All right, so it's not the same team. This is Visual Concept putting their spin on it. Hopefully, Brian Williams told them, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and suggested some cool things because he did work on those games as well. But we are getting promos back, and that has me excited because I'm not a big universe mode guy. So this may get me to play the game more than just, you know, create a show, put everything together, do a couple weeks, and delete it. I want to see if we could do some interconnecting stories and hopefully have some more fun that we've had in the past. So let me know how you feel about promos being back. I know I am excited for it. Promos are something that, you know, has been needed desperately. So you see right here a list of paybacks. These are all new paybacks. Shout out to 101 Gaming and Woody for letting me know that we are getting these new paybacks. I'm talking about ref bump. You're going to be able to throw your freaking opponent onto the ref to cause a distraction. I love that. That is just like real life, and while we've seen that in the past, this is something that this game desperately needed to add drama to the match. And then we also got Adrenaline Rush to fire up with a surge of energy and resist the attacks that are incoming. Basically what they used to do in the games, that they, you know, puff their chest up. I really like that they brought that back to the game. It really needed it. That Adrenaline Rush is a good callback and something I will be using. We also got a powder. You can use the powder to disorient your opponent, like LeBron James. Using the powder is going to be a cool feature because you could also throw it onto yourself by mistake. So be careful, you cheesers out there. Be careful using the powder because I know that it's going to freaking cause a lot of damage online in the league for LWF, which I will have more news on the player versus player league we're doing on this channel. LWF coming real soon, but I just had to plug that in there. But you see the bloodline running, that's part of that bloodline match. Each person's gonna have three friends that are going to come out and help you, right? 3 allies on each side. You got to build up the payback. So I like that they brought the bloodline situation onto the game through a payback. That's a cool feature I will be using, checking it out, seeing how it works and comes together. But how about Dirty Breaker? Break from your opponent's combo or grab with unsavory aggression. Yes, you could freaking break the combo with a little cheesy payback. That's gonna freaking equalize the match if you need it and you're freaking down and out for the count. And then we also got Bully, where you get to intimidate the referee into counting faster. Dude, this is adding layers of drama. Drama that we've been needing. Drama that we've been begging for. Thank you, 2K. So, of course, I'm excited for all the new paybacks and the returning paybacks as well. Of course, I'm going to list that as some of the things that I'm looking forward to. How can I not? And then we have here the ladder match. One of my favorite, if not my favorite match type to play. The ladder match has a brand new minigame that you can hang on with the freaking ladder falling. You could still try to pull it if you get it right. You could still tug it and get it. You know, there's going to be a little time to do that. Or just as you see in the picture here, the new mini game, how that's going to play out is basically you're going to hit the button that's being showed, and then you got to fill up the bar. And if you mess up, it starts from scratch. So I feel like the level of intensity for these ladder match are going to replicate what we see in real life. And we also found out that we have signatures and finishers back for the ladders, man. Finally, you know what's crazy? That people are like, oh, they should have never taken that out in the first place. Look, you can blame Ukes for that too, because Ukes took it out way back when, and they haven't even worked on the game for quite some time. This is a brand new team, so I feel kind of bad for the people at Visual Concepts sometimes, because they're bringing back these wrestling features that we've all been begging for, and some people are looking at it like, oh yeah, we should have been had that. They should have never taken it out. So, man, shout out to 2K once again. I don't care. I'm a company guy right now. I'm on the hype train. And staying on that hype train, we got My GM Online. Personally, this is a huge feature for me. I've been dying for this. I've wanted a franchise type mode, My GM type mode online for us to share with our viewers, with our friends. It's gonna be so much fun to freaking get into these My GM matches. Imagine doing the ladder match in My GM as well. Like, I want to see if they changed the star rating for that. I really hope they did, because I see the menus looking the same, and that kind of has me a little worried. Like, did they really change it up, or did they just add, you know, the gauntlet and make it online? I hope they heard us and they fixed the star rating, because the star rating is a little cheesy and a little off. So on top of the My GM stuff, probably one of the small little details that I got to give a shout out to is the record tracking. You see that Rhea Ripley there in the middle has 1 win, 0 losses. That is something that AEW Fight Forever did when the superstar would come out. You could see their record, and it basically showed the record that you had with that individual character. I like keeping track of these stats, not just in the menus, but also across the game. So I love that they put that. Just a small little, little smidget of info, but for me, it means a lot. I feel like it puts you in a place where you're more connected with what you've been doing, even if it's just an exhibition match, which I love to do. So some of the honorable mentions here, we have the Tiffany Stratton screenshot. No more waiting. Here y'all go. You can glaze all you want. Tiffany Stratton looks way better than she did last year. They did a great job on the women's champ from SmackDown. She has been killing it. One of the youngest champions ever. She won the Money in the Bank and never looked back. She is looking great. In WWE 2K25, they fixed her face clearly, and she has one of her newer attires with the belt looking right. Can't wait to see all the other women in the division, because they have touched up. You know, Bailey and these females have been looking better since 2K24. I feel like the women's division has finally gotten a lot of love, as they rightfully deserve. So here we go. The last thing I wanted to mention is this taunt camera. You have Ethan Page here looking into the turnbuckle. That's a brand new camera animation that we did not have before. So now that we have the taunt camera, I feel like when you start talking crap and you start flexing and start showcasing your swag, right? You're going to be able to, emphasize on the moment. And I really like that, because that's what wrestling is about at the end of the day for me. It's not just a fight. It's not just about how good they are in the ring. It's about the story and the character. And anytime these games can add a feature that elevate that character dynamic, I am all for it. So with that being said, I cannot wait. To see what's next. LA Knight is going to be reacting to his entrance to Marvel over at IGN. We're going to be doing a live stream to see what that video has. Hopefully we get some more juicy stuff to talk about. I will be coming back with some more videos, so be sure to have that notification bell on. And again, let me know your thoughts. I'll be checking out the comment section. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out. Let's go, man.
LexxExpress is calling, shaping every view. Subscribe and join the legend, let's see what you'll do.
Every comment's welcome, every like's a cheer. Your opinions light the way, there's nothing you should fear.
Share your thoughts and insights, let your voices grow. With Lexx by your side, the universe will glow. Hit that button, oh so bright, in this digital night. is here to guide us with an epic light.